Hello, fellow YouTube, it's MKPS here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the top 6 new Transformers figures I bought this year, or last year in 2022, and then 10 of new figures I picked up last year. I was hoping to have this filmed New Year's Eve, but the 422 Switch game video took over a day to edit it because the first 2 or 3 programs I used, when it got to about 60 or 70% complete, the program exited out. So I found another one online, I installed it, it works, but it has a stupid watermark. But I'm hoping I don't have to do a big YouTube video, don't have to do so many cuts, don't have to reshoot for next year's update. But let's get this, the top 6 new figures of 2022 that I own. I didn't really buy a lot of 2022 figures. I bought a lot of older stuff. So that's fine. This year it's only 6 figures, because the figures I did want, I couldn't find Inferno. I couldn't find Tarantulas. Inferno, Tarantulas. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 big ones that I really wanted. And I'm still looking for Primal. But, okay, so let's get on with the worstest figure, in my opinion, that I picked up. But it's still not a bad figure. You gotta have it for your 86 filming. And that is Daniel, Spike from the 86 movie. Because he's a cute little figure. He's this, I think they could have done it better, especially the head. Head just looks creepy on him. But I do like the blast effects. Don't have that many blast effects, so it's nice to get a figure with blast effects. Okay, so that was number 6. Number 5 would be Authentic's RC. For a $5 RC, I think she's a good figure. She's very common. If you guys want one of these yourself, 5 and below, I've been to like 6 of them, and they've had her in stock, surprisingly, because it took me forever to get this. When I first saw videos of her, it took me a while. I actually bought 2. I got a factory sealed one up there. So, I like her. I even like the little pistol. I think the little pistol is cool. And it's not clear like the Earthrise one. So, that was number 5. Number 4, we'll have to give it to Wheelie. Wheelie isn't a bad figure per se, it's his butt that's the worst part of this toy. But it's good enough. It's better than a lot of Wheelies in the past. Because you gotta have it small, you can't have it huge for scaling. And then a figure that a lot of people kind of like don't even think it's a good figure, and it's a small upgrade to make this a lot better. For a $10 Authentic figure, this Wheeljack's pretty incredible for the articulation wise. You do have to modify it, and it kind of makes it platforming. You want to put this inside the cab. Once you do that, then you have your waist articulation. So, at a $10 price point, and this guy is the size of a Voyager, my only gripe with it is these are a little way too loose, but the same problem with the Earthrise one. These easily come off on the Earthrise one, in my opinion. I did lose his gun. I'm trying to find another one. But overall, I think he's a really good Authentic figure. I think he's the best Authentic figure we got in 2022. For the $10 price point, you can't really complain. I know you guys now be paying $11 if you do find these in stores, but still, $11, $10, these are worth it in my opinion. Now, so that was number 3. Number 2, we're gonna have to give it to the first figure I bought in 2022 is Legacy Optimus Prime. Or Laser Optimus Prime is another. He's a good figure, except I wish they would have done this differently and redo the legs, but I did modify mine, so mine now has chrome smokestacks that makes the vehicle look a little bit better. But he's still a good figure. He's just, because of the engineering, he could have had a little more engineering. It'll make it a little bit bigger so they could make the sorters a little better for him. But he's still a really good figure. But the figure that I think a lot of us weren't thinking was going to be good was good. And my number 1 for 2022 will be Perceptor. I started at the beginning of the year very strong, buying leader class, but Blitzwing was a letdown, and you know, but Perceptor here is what you want in a Perceptor figure. He's got all the articulation you need. Even this has a little more articulated than I think the original toy did. So, and the $20 price point that he's at right now, I think it's pretty good. I've been finding a lot of these for 20 bucks. They're normally 25 at a lot of stores, but I think he's really good, and he's G1 accurate, so I'm very impressed with him. So that's who wins this year. Then we'll go to the worstest pickups that I still like, but the worstest. So I don't know the name of this one. I got this for like $1, I think, at the flea market. That's this blue sports car from one of the movies. That's a bad guy sports car. Still a cool looking sports car, but it was only a buck or two. You don't see Transformers cheap anymore. And then the way better figure, that's an older figure, is this little guy. He's missing an arm, but he's still a really cool robot. I think this one turned out better. I like this one. He's just a cool little blue sports car from the movies. And then, let's see, that'll be... We go to the factory seal stuff now. So, quite a few months ago, I walked into my Walgreens, who was clearancing out all their Kingdom figures. And they had a Walgreens exclusive Red Alert. So now I own both versions of Red Alert. I used to have the Siege Red Alert open, but I sold it when I picked up my factory sealed one. But I know I have to keep this one sealed, since it's pretty much the same toy as the Siege. I think the only difference is the vehicle balls were. Still a really cool figure. Definitely worth the $7. And then when I was at Target, I picked up the Buzzworthy cup. That's more movie accurate cup or TV show cup compared to the first print. Man, I thought $20 wasn't that bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them for 20. And then one of the surprises at Rose's or Ross had the Amazon exclusive with Sideswipe and Skywarp for $22. So I thought that was a great deal for especially an Amazon, because you don't see these out in a while. I might even go back to see if they have one more, and I'll have one I can play with and one that keeps the old. Well, I might just keep this one. Depends on what. I think that's all the factory sealed. So that's 5. So we got. Oh, 5. That's 5. Yeah, okay. Next. I know I got this earlier in the year, last year, with the classic Sideswipe, who I still like over the Siege. I think because of the more complication transformation. But he's still a really cool guy. I still like him. And this was a shocker. I picked me up a G1 Springer at the free market for only $5. And it looks like everything here, even all his 2 rubber tires are still here in pretty decent shape. I'm trying not to put pressure on them because I'm pretty sure this is an 86 print run. Because they normally change. They usually have the original date and then they have like the reissue date, and this both stickers say 86, so I'm pretty sure this is the early run. That's why he's kind of beat up and loose in a lot of areas, but I'm perfectly happy with that. I never had one of these before and only paying $5, so I figured that's only missing his accessories is pretty nice. I'm gonna break them. So the 3 that matter now. Here's number 1 for sure. So at number 3, we're gonna give it to Kingdom Blaster or Legacy Blaster. It's one of my favorite 2021 figures that I picked up in 2022. Even his little cassette tape. But I wish it wasn't clear plastic, but he's still a really good blaster for displays, and so I like him. And then went to Target and got a Pterosaur for I think $18. And this is the Buzzworthy version, so this is the toy accurate paint scheme, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I just needed as a representative of Pterosaur that wasn't $40. So I thought 18 for a new unboxed Pterosaur was pretty good. Somehow he was cheaper than Cup, but I needed him for my Predacon, so it's nice to have. And then my favorite figure of last year and still of 2022 is these Legacy / Kingdom Galvatron, who's just an amazing figure. Just a small upgrade kit, upgrading his hands. I think it's his hands is the only gripe I have. The transformation's perfect. On mine, these Nemesis guns don't like to combine together anymore. They fall apart every time I do, but that's like, I think, just mine. That's nothing a big deal. You don't usually display them with the guns attached together like a gun anyway, so. I still like Galvatron. He's still my personal favorite from last year. I got him in 2022 because originally you could not find the Kingdoms ones in stores. But now these are like super common at Walmart to get a Kingdom Galvatron. And he's still, to me, if you don't have one, you buy one. Great, great, great figure. So, I didn't really focus too much on Transformers. Because also I didn't have the funds to go nuts. It took me a while to pay back my dad for those. Now I owe more money for other things like car repairs and stuff, so that's why I stated in one of my other videos that we're not going to be picking up much stuff. Because I'm trying not to pay retail. But Transformers, you're kind of stuck paying retail if you want current release figures. But, another figure I got who's kind of dumb. I didn't put him on that list of old figures I picked up. I picked up him for $4 just to see what he was like. But, that's about it on Transformer front. So let me guys know what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.